body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. No time, set up, you gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my side. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5. That's my high. Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5.
MC, make another hit.
Whoa. This ain't what you want.
Project.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
When the saints go marching in, oh, when the saints go marching in.
It is time for some football. Welcome into Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, we see who's better in the NFC between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. Kicker or a punter here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And away we go from Lumen Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
We're outside.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Justin Reed with the tackle.
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. To throw, here's Darnold. Lockett isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Five men in the secondary for the Saints. 3rd down.
We go side.
Air it out on 3rd. Chased out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On the play, but they do, importantly, keep possession.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
Still their football, but need to make some progress here. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Darnold. That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba finds a little room there. Gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Third and long for him here. This throw's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the results, 4th down coming up. Well, I am flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like we're right around the 8. First call here coming from the shotgun. This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he's going to be taken down right as he reaches that 20-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Blue, 32. Set.
From the gun, Rattler. Headed out right. He can run it. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. He even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Kamara running out of the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Here we go, set.
Motioning in the tight end now.
60 red.
Here's Rattler, 1st and 10. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. He is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the set. Down. Ready.
Setting up the screen. It's Olave. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They sure are moving in early, Brock. Here's a new set of downs at the opposing 43.
Ready?
Throw left side, caught by Shaheed. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you you get an explosive play on a drive in the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. First time this game they've looked to him. So 2nd down coming up. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
This our last play of the quarter.
Black. Let's go now. Cut.
On 3rd down, here's Rattler. Escapes the pocket. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They'll have a chance to take the lead here as they line up for the field goal. Grupe sends it through. And that's going to give them their first points of the ballgame.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. Early momentum with that field goal.
Reed now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Got a gun. Here's Darnold. Finds his fullback. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. 2nd down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Here's Darnold to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Julian Blackmon. Into the end zone he goes. Pick 6 and a New Orleans touchdown. Well, we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock, but how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with the receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a hit. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find an aggressive call on 2nd.
2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Darnold. Flushed out of the pocket. It's a complete to Kenneth Walker. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. They get 22 on that one. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
1st and 10, Darnold. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. He's going to have this one down to the 20. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. On the move, headed right. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
On 2nd and 10 now, Darnold. And he's going to go down. Great work by the Saints. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's double-edged sword. I totally understand. These quarterbacks today are so athletic, and they love to keep plays alive, but it can turn smaller losses into much bigger setbacks like we see yet again.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Alontae Taylor has it. That deficit, and that's nothing, Brock. They are right in this game, but they'll make it final if they keep hurting their cause with these interceptions.
Play smart, not scared. That's a mantra that the Colts and Tom Moore and Peyton play smart football, not scared to make a mistake. And right now, he is just making way too many mistakes.
This one's caught. It's cheeky near the sideline. And he's got a bunch here up past the 25 before somebody gets to him. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. And it's the Saints with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Set.
They run it from the gun with Kamara. Has some daylight through the 40. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
45.
The right side, cut by Olave. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, all we say is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Ready.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
White. Here we go. Blue, 32.
From the red zone on 1st. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints grow their lead just before halftime. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Roofing adds the extra point. And the Saints take a 3-possession lead. Reed now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Finds the in route complete. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Here we go.
Looking quickly here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing from the gun. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Jonas Sanker. And the Saints are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
The Saints. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Get 6. Mega. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Rattler. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Yellow, 22. Ready.
Rattler trying to get on 2nd. Forced that to his right. Ooh, look at this. Here he goes. And he might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal. The Saints calling for a timeout. So they're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we set.
Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Saints get more points to end a lopsided first half. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints make it a 24-point ball game. Reed now to kick this one away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
35-yard line.
First of all, you ain't fast long enough. With me, you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is, they got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite, man. So much, I'm like, that character's not even good actors. This gonna be a house. Let's add up all the factors. You back, you twisted, the girls are home. You broke, kid ain't yours, and everybody...
1st and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Saints might be able to get some points late after the interception. We have seen this happen before, partner. 3 interceptions in a row. We're going to spare the quarterbacks who've done it. Not going to mention any names, but man, not a list that he wanted to join.
Yeah, he probably stopped throwing the ball. Like, stop throwing the ball.
Red, cycle.
You say that out loud?
Let's go.
That was out loud. Yeah.
Black, steel, black. Blue, striker.
They motion the tight end over.
Hut, hut.
Rattler to the air now. It's a big strike to Hill. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get more points to end a lopsided first half. Group B to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Saints grow their lead yet again. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Get your money, yo. I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it down. Give it a minute, the sun is up. There's no rest to my shut it down. Whatever, I got your money, yo.
One last play before the break.
Here we go, set. Hey, set.
He'll throw it. Buys time, rolling right. Complete to Walker on the check down. Rolling into enemy territory. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your #1 objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
60.
They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. Rolling into enemy territory. He will get this inside the 30.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
Blue, 32. Cut.
Rattler back to throw. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. But it slips through. Second down coming up. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no. When you
takes a pop and the ball comes out. And that should be Seahawks football. Looking for the back that time.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Darnold. He rolls to his right. He tucks it and takes off. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. New set of downs for him at the 38. Rucker on first down. And he drives that punt backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. With a quick pass out wide. He gets it forward over the middle to his 46. Making the stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Go set.
On the draw, it's Walker. No one's around him. He's got space. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Oh, they didn't see what that draw had coming until it's too late, Kate. When they saw the opening he's about to hit, well, can't really repeat what they were saying down there, but I can promise you none of it was any good.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
We go set.
Darnold. Too much lead on that throw. That ball's incomplete ahead of his target. Corey Horton, his intended receiver. So now they have 3rd and short.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Then he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try to throw. It's Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. And again, it's Darnold. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Here's Darnold to throw. There's a screen out for Walker. He dodged the tackle. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Here we go, side.
Get a gun. Here's Darnold. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time, and that brings up 4th and short.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Trying for it is Walker. And the defense escapes. And a nice drive going, but the defense gets off the field by forcing that turnover on downs.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
He was taken down by Boye Mafe.
Ready.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard
45,
line.
wide.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over.
Okay, ready?
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready. Hut, hut.
From the gun, Rattler. And get caught by his back. Kamara. Pushing it up past the 30. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They get 35 out of that one. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper.
Come on,
shredding the slopes. Or dude shredding a defense just like that.
Right side, Shaheed's got it. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion. They can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route for man coverage.
Ready, set.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
Let's go now. Yellow, 43. Ready, ready.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Rose caught. And he's taken down at the 30. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. I'll tell you what, These tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
Ready.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Black, 95. Spike, white, blaster, 6. Black ultra. Set.
Here's Rattler. Sends this to the end zone. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints continue adding to an insurmountable lead.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
Hookie's extra point is good. And the Saints continue piling onto this lead. Reed now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Right begins with a Walker run. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact.
Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. One is caught. Horton has it. They'll stop him here before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Walker now from the gun. Jukes away from one. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That's 16 on the pickup. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
It is caught left side. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Darnold looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
Seahawks, 1st down.
From the red zone on 1st. Chased out to his right. He's running with it.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Now Darnold. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Seahawks making the scoreboard look a touch better. Jackson Smith-Njigba with the touchdown. Now this one has been a long game, no doubt. But hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. Well, there was no hesitation there. I mean, none whatsoever. Putting the offense out to go for 2 there, Brock. And really, at this point, what do you have to lose?
Yeah, you got nothing to lose. And really, this decision made before you ever hit the field offensively. From this point forward, you're trying to get as much as you can, as quickly as you can. And that means these 2-point conversions.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Saints to the line now. First and 10. Start things off with a run by Kamara. And this will reach the red zone. He takes it down to the 17.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off. But don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon. Give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got first and 10 inside the red zone.
Striker, 3-3.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. And now it's second down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10.
Here we go, set.
Running back, motioning right.
40. Set.
They're going to pass it here. Catch made underneath by the back. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6.
Come on, 38.
And the Saints, first down. First and goal.
So this a win on the road for the Saints. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL, as they're now up to a 3-0 start. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Huard and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from Seattle.
I'm in a tunnel, foot on the gas. I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. I saw the signs for so long, just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home, stay strong, yeah. Walls keep closing in, I keep going in, going in. See that I'm gonna be the first, but they praying that I won't let. And you know that
my grind is 24/7. I don't settle, I demand.